うちのメニューの中に、和牛ステーキバーガーっていうのがあるんですけども、それはそのシングルのハンバーガーの上に A5 の和牛のステーキがこうだけども、やっぱり和牛を使うことによってもちろんコストも高くなって上がったりするんだけども、だけど今僕たちがやってるのはすごくリーズナブルなプライスで、日本でもすごくこうポピュラーハンバーガーみんな大好きだし、子供のも大人もみんなポピュラーで大好きだから、それをこうアメリカでもうちょっとこう日本のテクスチャーがこう入ったような感じでエンジョイしてもらうために、日本とニューヨークっていうこうちょっとミックスしたようなハンバーガーがあってもいいのかなと思ってハンバーガーを作りました。
For our burger station at Hall, first thing to prep is our patties. So we have our different types of meat here. This is Sakura Wagyu coming from Ohio. We're using chuck. And then we actually sourced this A5 Wagyu from our meat vendor. You can tell it's US Wagyu. There's a lot of marbling inside. It's not going to be like Wagyu A5 where all you're seeing is white, but for a burger, I think that kind of richness is definitely important. Using this type of beef for a burger, it's not always the most cost efficient, but we're able to make the numbers work with our burgers. Hall itself is only open for dinner, but we actually serve the burgers at our other restaurants as well. So we need to make sure we have enough burgers to get through lunch service. This can probably get us about 50 burgers. You know, our patties aren't huge, but we have so many burgers where we use 2 patties. It goes by pretty quick. Our grind isn't too rough. It's a much finer than your Japanese style burger, but there is definitely still texture for the patty. The flavor is definitely where it's at.
和牛ってもちろんステーキでも美味しいんだけども、やっぱり日本人じゃないような人たちにはちょっとこう油が強かったりとかする人たちもいるから、僕はやっぱりこうミンチにしてパテを作るっていうのが一番本当は和牛に合ってんじゃないのかなって思ったので、こうやって誰でもこう食べやすい、油が気にならないような感じで。
You can have an A5 Wagyu steak. You can have 2 slices and you can be full. You don't want to eat anymore. But with this type of Wagyu patty, we can control the fat. So it's just the right amount where you're getting that richness, that marbling, that flavor, but it's not overbearing. We just want to make sure it's about even each time. So the grind is all done. Next step is just making patties, seasoning very lightly, and then we're good to go. So we're going to give this a nice little mix. Make sure the fat is spread evenly. And then our patties are 100 grams each. So this is 100 grams. This is 1 patty size. It's a pretty decent amount, and you can see the marbling on the meat as well. Very oily, but it's not going to be too overwhelming. When I was a kid, I used to go to a place called Mosu Burger in Japan. I was very fond of it, but then going back a few years ago and then trying it, it has that nostalgia factor, but maybe not the quality factor, I think. Some people live and die by In-N-Out. It may not be the best burger, but it's like $6 for a combo, right? You can have a combo at Shake Shack for $15, $20. It's double the price. It should be double the quality too. We're serving these burgers for I think $8-9 using US Wagyu. I don't think it's possible for a lot of restaurants to do that, but because we use so much beef, because we use so much Wagyu that we can in turn add to the patties, it gives us a little bit more flexibility with cost. After making the patties, next step is just seasoning. All we use salt, pepper, keep things simple. You know, we have that sansho soy, the mayonnaise, all the condiments. We let the natural flavors of the beef shine.
アメリカのハンバーガーは、ケチャップとかマスタード、今回僕たちが作っているハンバーガーは山椒のフレーバーがあったり、日本のマヨネーズを使ったり、ちょっと醤油の香り、テイストとか味はやっぱりすごくユニークで、みんな本当にもうサプライズ、驚きだと思いますね。
So we're gonna start making our sauce for our burgers. It's kind of a secret sauce that we make. So they're sansho peppercorns, same family as prickly ash, Szechuan peppers. They're a little bit more mild, but very aromatic, citrusy. It's a perfect complement for the kind of fattiness, richness for the Wagyu. So we're gonna reduce these in sake, a little bit of soy sauce, tamari as well. Before we reduce it, we're gonna grind them up a little bit. As we do kind of grind them, crush them together, you get this beautiful citrus aroma. It's not quite the same aroma as lemongrass, but it has a similar effect to what it can do to a dish. It's a perfect complement for the Wagyu. Sansho itself is used very commonly. You don't really see that many restaurants using Szechuan in Japan if it's not a Chinese restaurant, but sansho, you'll definitely see it whether you're eating unagi inside a miso soup. You always want to let the meat shine in a burger, but when you have a sauce that can really complement something like the richness that you get from Wagyu, I think you definitely need to use it. And main reason we're grinding everything is it releases a lot of the aromas. And also all that crunching you hear, even when you reduce it, you can still kind of get that crunch when you bite into it. So when you crush it up, it's a much softer texture. And the next part, this sauce only contains a few ingredients. I have cooking sake for you here. We use 4 parts. And then this is regular koyukuchi, regular soy sauce. We're using yamasa, mixed with a little bit of sugar. And then also a splash of tamari, which is a richer, darker, thicker soy sauce that adds some more richness to the base of the sauce. We actually use this sauce at our Kaiseki restaurant next door as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna add the sansho to the soy sauce and sake. Give it a nice little mix. And then we're just gonna let that reduce to about half of what it is right now. And then we'll get the perfect consistency for it. It'll probably take about more like 3 hours to reduce all the way. So when Chef Odo opened this restaurant, it was always in his original idea to have a couple different concepts all in one kind of box. So in the back, we have a chef's counter. It's a speakeasy style where the restaurant is hidden. We're serving a very classic style of Kaiseki cuisine. But in the front, we actually have an American style craft cocktail bar and has one of the best burgers in the city too as well, which is something that's pretty fun, I think. All these wood panels, they're sourced from a church in Connecticut, but you can tell each piece is made by hand. It's kind of the same concept with food, you know, it's attention to detail. Instead of just having a machine make everything, we're making it with our hands, and much more thought and care goes into it. A playlist that we have is curated by Yuichi Sakamoto. He passed away last year, but he's very dear to our hearts.
ニューヨークに来て今10年、11年ですね。自分のこういうただ日本食を伝えるっていうよりはいろんなコンセプトを体験してもらうようなちょっとこうアミューズメントパークみたいなそういうのがちょっと面白いニューヨークらしい日本ではできないレストランかなと思って今オードっていうレストランをベースにこういうことをやってます。おそらく多分いろんな種類がいろんなところでニューヨークも食べれるっていうのが僕はなんかハンバーガーのいいところだと思うからどれが一番っていうのは僕の中にはなくて全部が全てこうそれぞれ美味しいって思うのがハンバーガーですね。5年前にホールのハンバーガーを一番最初に作ってそれがやっぱり食のカルチャーっていうものがとても僕は大事だと思ってて常に何かが変化していくけども本質一番大切なことは変わらないそれは何かっていうと美味しいものっていうところは変えないようにしているっていうのが This buns is my recipe. It's soft and texture is very important. Yeah, burger. I think burger is not only the pate or buns. I think totally balance very important. Yeah. 僕たちのバンズはよくこうソースとか肉汁をバンズが吸ってそれをちょっとこう一体感がなるようなバンズがスペシャルだと思いますね。
This sansho soy sauce has been on for about an hour and a half. Once it's reduced halfway more, it's good to go. Serve as is. Well, we're gonna go ahead and cook our signature burger. It's the most simple, 2 patties. I'm gonna give it a quick season with salt and pepper. This is definitely the one we sell the most. Simple, you get a lot of Wagyu. Give it a light push. It's not a true smash burger, We're just kind of giving it a little push for the juices, and then also to get a nice sear on it as well. Little toast, crispy but very soft on the inside as well. I think everyone knows to make a good burger, you don't need good cheese. American cheese just works the best. Some people like to steam with water to melt the cheese. We just cover it, 30 seconds and you're good to go. This is Japanese mayonnaise, Kewpie, keep it simple. The patty is Japanese, the sauce is Japanese. And then top it off with that sansho sauce that we made earlier. You definitely get your hands dirty a little bit with this burger. Guests that come to Hall, they have an array of options to choose from. If they want something simple, they can just go with the signature burger. If you want decadent, rich, we have foie gras. You can get the A5 Wagyu steak grilled on top as well.
まあホールに来たお客さんに関しては、僕たちそんなにいっぱい席もないし、小さいスペースだからあれなんですけども、その小さいスペースでも美味しいハンバーガーを食べてもらったり、あとはちょっとこう美味しいカクテル。美味しいだけじゃなくて、サービスとかそういうところも含めてちゃんとしたものが体験できる。例えばこのマテリアルであったりミュージックであったりフードであったりサービスであったりカクテルであったりっていうものを限られたお客さんの時間の中ででもこうとても優しいプライスで体験できるっていうのが何かこう感じてもらえたらいいかなって思ってますね。ニューヨークのバーガーは本当にアイコニックだと思います。